sorry.
What's up?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was
You're
sleeping.
looking like a poker player.
I was trying.
Playing online poker without your phone?
Well, I don't want you to know what my next move is.
You're like Professor Xavier.
You just whooped my ass in 2K again after a first half ass whooping.
Professor Xavier can play online poker without his phone being present.
Because he's going to read minds?
Well, he's just amazing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because he's in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah. Because people feel bad for him. So
yeah, sorry. I don't know if that's a wheelchair joke.
You went all in.
Timmy!
Well, Professor Xavier is... Professor X, as he's more commonly known.
Yes.
Is the best empath. He can read minds better than anyone. So.
All right. Third episode of the fantasy year. Where next thing you know, we'll be episode 35. Get ready to draft, baby.
I'm ready.
But
I'm already ready.
We're going to kind of finish out these rookies here. I know you hate this. He hates rookies. This guy is allergic to rookies. He's lactose and rookie tolerant.
I'll say, so with rookies, it's just not something that I'm willing to take a risk on. I think
You're risk adverse.
Far less than
rookies.
they did. I would rather take a Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
That's why I'm more happy. I'll make those bets on. You're saying this rookie is going to be the number one receiver. This rookie is going to be the number one running back. I'm like, no, I'll take the bet.
What's interesting is you're not really risk adverse when it comes to fantasy. You take a lot of risks, but you just don't want to go down the wormhole of
it doesn't seem like a risk to me.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
There's
going your guys.
There's going to be 1 year where I hit, and I'm going to have the best fantasy year of ever.
I'm aware.
No.
Yeah, like my Todd Gurley year, where I took Todd Gurley in 17 spots in the third round, and he had 20 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Couldn't lose that year.
Yeah.
Anywho's, a couple real quick things here. Ray Liotta died.
He did.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Let's pour one out for Ray. I know he was a heavy smoker, but Goodfellas. I mean,
most famous role, for sure.
Yeah, and he was also in the blue e-cigarette commercials. He was one of the first guys repping that, if you remember that.
I thought he was in something that was a little awkward at first. Maybe so maybe it was like the first e-cigarettes. I thought it was like a Viagra commercial, but
yeah. Well, what's crazy about Ray Liotta is in the movie, it's funny, they go from him as being a teenager, or they're it's been a lot longer. He's playing like a 25-year-old in the movie.
Yeah.
But he's clearly 35, and same with Joe Pesci.
Sure.
It's like they've matured into full-grown gangsters, and Ray Liotta's got craters in his face.
And De Niro was also 50 at the time. Because De Niro was a movie star in the 70s, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So they were all kind of playing. He was playing a little older, but pretty interesting. I felt like so. Any thoughts on Ray Liotta? Obviously,
Goodfellas. That's where I know him from. Actually, when I think of Ray Liotta, when I hear his name, the first thing I think of is Family Guy making fun of his face craters.
Yeah. Well, I just made fun of him myself. Yeah. Maybe it's a subliminal Family Guy.
No, it's always been like that. Outside of Goodfellas.
Right. Okay, so this is rookie landing spots here. We're going to go through and just kind of talk about the player a little bit, and more so the landing spot. Can they be relevant? What's their path to relevancy?
Sure.
What are we looking at here?
Sure.
Are you willing to take a risk? Which is going to be a hard no. If Kappa says he's willing to take a risk or he likes a guy at that spot, you best be drafting that guy.
Well, it's funny because we had the same type of conversation last year with, I think Najee Harris was the primary.
Yeah.
Where you were like, Najee. I was like, no. Rookie. But I think in my very first draft this year, my very first round pick was Najee Harris.
Well, because you proved you're wrong, because he played well, he got all the touches.
No, that's what I want to see. That's my point. Is I want this, I want to see the guy come in and actually perform.
Let's just preface this with the fact that you did have Najee Harris at 25 last year.
Yeah.
Really low. You were almost just taking a stand. In reality, you probably would have had him at 19 if you weren't trying to. You kind of did a Stephen A. Smith on us.
Well, no. What happened with Najee? There was no I had zero shares of him because he was getting drafted so much higher than where I valued him. Yeah.
He paid off
for sure. He did well.
Especially with all the other guys kind of flaming out.
He did well.
All right, so we're going to start with running backs here. There's only a couple names because there's more guys, but those all required multiple injuries possibly. Number one, Breece Hall. He's the highest in the consensus. He was the first draft. Yeah, second round, 36 overall in real life draft. Right now, in terms of this is all from NFC ADP, which is National Football Championships or whatever, and that's one of the. It's kind of like an FFPC that we play.
Okay.
But big stakes leagues that are going on, drafts. I think I have it pinned down from May 5th to now, which is May 26th. There's been 34 drafts.
Okay.
All big money leagues. These aren't mock drafts.
So this is the most accurate. Big money?
All $200.
Okay.
Or more.
Sure.
So maybe $100 or more, but these are all the this is the best. Fantasy pros will have these are just ADPs actually.
It's not someone doing a $1 draft.
No, these people.
Kill some time during lunch.
So I feel like this is the most accurate way to kind of gauge where these guys are going as of now. And obviously a lot's going to change.
I agree.
So Breece Hall, right now, he is going running back 17, which is ADP of 36, which is about a third, end of third, early fourth. The guys around him, Cam Akers, James Conner, Gibson, Montgomery.
What?
I know. Well, I mean, the Jets, baby. I love Breece Hall, the player. I know you weren't as impressed by his film as I was.
So, Purdy against a three-man rush. Hall out of the backfield, the spin at the 10, creating space for himself.
So if I recall correctly, because it's been a week or so, and a lot of drinks since then, but he was nothing but touchdowns. Like there was not many impressive runs.
He set the record for FBS 24 games.
He looked like
25.
he looked like a young Garrett Wilson.
But he's clearly better than that. Let me tell you. He's a Matt Forte comp is what he is.
Okay.
So you didn't quite see. I feel like he's just an all-around back.
Well, it's whatever the highlights decide to show me.
See, my issue isn't that. My issue is Michael Carter, which obviously they did trade up to get him, but Michael Carter's going to have a role. Now, whether it be a 65-35 split or a 60-40, I think regardless going in, he's getting 60% of the work.
Okay.
Which Javonte Williams last year was a 100% even 50-50 split with Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
And Javonte Williams still got 220 touches.
Mm-hmm.
And the old rule of thumb was you take a first-round running back, right, in the last 12 years, and barring injury, they all got 220 touches or more. So now, essentially, if you get drafted, Najee Harris was a first-rounder, but Jonathan Taylor wasn't. DeAndre Swift wasn't. Mm-hmm. So if you're 36 overall, for instance, especially the first guy off the board, you can kind of
I see what you're saying.
Anticipate that workload. So
I see what you're saying.
Javonte Williams had a 50-50 split last year, and he got 225 touches or so.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like worst case for Breece Hall, that's his workload.
All right, well, no. So here's the question you have to ask. Is Breece Hall as good as Javonte Williams?
Same. I love Javonte Williams.
I know you do, so that's why I'm...
Nah, it's close. It's close.
No,
okay, here's the thing.
I know you're trying to make a point right now because you're trying
Javonte Williams is a better player, okay?
Okay.
But Breece Hall has a better situation than Javonte Williams was last year. In terms of workload, not team.
I think you're severely discrediting Ty Johnson.
Well, okay, no, you're talking about Ty Johnson, not even fucking Michael Carter, but...
Yeah.
All right, so you're obviously out on that ADP right now. Where would he have to go for you to be interested in him? 25?
So... He's at 36.
He's at 17 running back, 37 ADP. So
third, fourth round.
Yeah.
He's I would be comfortable 7th to 8th round, honestly.
Okay, how about I'll put it this way. ETN 23, Elijah Mitchell 24, AJ Dillon 25. Those are 48 through 68. Well, AJ Dillon drops down to 68 ADP. So let's just say ETN and Elijah Mitchell 23, 24. That's a 50th overall pick. You're taking both those guys over?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
See, I'm taking him over both those. ETN I love, so
I'm
PPR maybe ETN.
That's my sticking point is ETN. I'm higher on ETN.
What about Elijah Mitchell?
Come
on, you gotta take Breece Hall over a fucking Niners running back. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Or you're just gonna pass on the whole position.
Well, the Niners running backs. I mean, that's the thing.
I know.
Here's the thing. I was not impressed with this film. He's not someone that I'm not going to be like, all right, let me reach for him.
They invested in him.
At least he has, regardless of the situation, wherever he was drafted, at least he had an impressive film. I mean, he has a nose for the end zone.
All right, we got to move on to Kenneth Walker here.
Yeah.
Who's a guy I actually don't like. He was a second-round pick, 41st overall with the Seahawks. He's 5'10", 209. So Breece Hall is 6'1", 220, by the way. So similar body build, 209 small, but he's 5'10", so he does have the body that is an every down player.
A little pit bull.
Could be, yeah. And he actually ran just as good of a 40 as Breece Hall, but if you watch the guy's film, he has pretty heavy cement legs.
Where did he play at?
Michigan State.
Okay, I was going to say it was a Michigan guy. This guy looked good, all right.
Yeah, I like Breece Hall more. So anyways, he is going 26th right now, 73rd overall. So a little bit more fair price.
Like double.
But the problem is you have Rashad Penny there. I know Rashad Penny already has a hamstring injury apparently.
Yeah.
But Rashad Penny crushed.
And what about Carson?
Carson's probably not playing this year, neck injury. He's probably done, yeah.
No kidding.
So that does help Kenneth Walker. I feel like this is 100% more of the Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon time share, where I feel like the Breece Hall is.
Is he a good receiving back?
He didn't get to show it in college because Michigan State's a running team.
Okay.
It's like an Iowa situation where they're just going to ground and pound. But I believe, from what I've heard, is he has potential as a receiver. Yeah. Breece Hall can run wheel routes and shit. Okay. This guy can just catch a screen.
I was going to say, if Walker was able to, was a good receiver.
He's probably a better receiving back than Rashad Penny because that guy can't receive. You know what I mean?
Because if they can somehow convince Drew Lock to start checking down, he'd do all right.
Man, it might be. I've been hearing that it might be fucking Geno Smith, which I don't like at all. No, we had a nice report with DK Metcalf, but this isn't about those guys. For me, that's too high. Like I'm lukewarm on Breece Hall, spot 17. I'm willing to possibly take the gamble here or there for that, just from the upside. Kenneth Walker, I know obviously it's a more fair price. The Seahawks are going to be, I feel like the Jets have a chance to be as good as the Seahawks.
Better.
Yeah, maybe better. I know.
Maybe
well, I mean,
better?
Pete Carroll, come on.
$5. I'll give you 2 to 1 odds, honestly.
I guess Seahawks to get Jets?
Yeah, whatever record.
Yeah. All right,
yeah.
Sweet. Okay, any thoughts on Kenneth Walker? What about that price? I know you're obviously going to be out, so.
Yeah, so.
He's a rookie, so.
I would take Breece Hall probably right around where Walker was going.
And then Walker, yes, okay.
And then Walker, keep moving him back. If he's not known as a receiving back, I want to see him prove it first. Maybe next year.
And I can't. I'll look this up and put it in the notes or on the edit here. I'm pretty sure NFC is half PPR. This is probably half PPR. It's definitely not standard.
You said NFC.
NFC that the ADP's here. I'm pretty sure it's either half or full. I think it's half. Let's go with half for these.
Okay.
That doesn't change too much, but it's not standard.
Sure.
Okay. Third guy here, James Cook, the guy I was raving about.
Alvin's brother.
The Bills, yeah. Second round pick, 63rd overall. He's 5'11", 190, and he needs to pack on a little bit more weight. You commented that he doesn't break tackles.
Yeah, he falls every time he gets touched.
Yeah, but he's more of a scat back. He's more of a souped up J.D. McKissick.
Took the restrictor plate off, give the Red Dragon a little more juice. But let's keep that on the down low. It's not exactly street legal.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, if he puts on weight, so what I liked about him, the only knock I had on him was he's not physical. Like he's never breaking a tackle.
No,
if he's in the open field, he's dangerous. If he doesn't get touched, he's dangerous. But right now, he's too weak.
Yeah. So he is going 36th among running backs, which is a nice price, especially if this is PPR. 100th overall.
Who drafted him?
Bills.
Oh, okay.
And Devin Singletary is going 28th, 80th overall. I kind of like that more, just because especially
Zach Moss is like 50th. Probably.
Oh yeah, especially if you're talking early season, like it. See, I have confidence in my fantasy prowess to where I want the guy for later in the year.
Sure.
When I'm drafting a guy like this, he's not going to be a starter.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you
go
0 RB, Devin Singletary is perfect. Because guess what? Get him as your second running back.
Sure. And
then you get 6 weeks of until they get James Cook involved more. And then you find, you patchwork it.
So Zach Moss is just an afterthought now?
For most people, yeah. You know what? My love for, you didn't play sleepover with him like you did. But afterthought. All right, anyway, so James Cook, I feel like he is going to be the third down back 100% already. Let's go.
Yeah.
Gotta be, because,
all right.
I mean, I'm sorry, dude. Singletary can't catch. He's a little slow. He's more shifty than he is fast, and he fumbles all the time.
Yeah.
So that's not a good combo. Like, this guy adds a playmaking dynamic.
Stetson Bennett to throw. Fires a slant to Cook across the middle, touchdown.
And you can run him out wide. He can play out of the slot. He can run wheel routes. He can run actual routes. Give him a couple carries. You can draw plays.
Yeah, so everything you're saying is replacing Singletary, not Zach Moss. So it's in between the tackles.
Right. This is not about Zach Moss.
Well, no, it is because it's the running back situation.
Right. Well, I don't even know if Zach Moss is going to make the team. I said this last time. I want him to.
I
know. So I don't know. What do you think about that? That spot there.
Obviously, I mean, based on what we just.
If this is a best ball league right now, which is early drafting, and it's PPR.
I would much rather have Zach Moss 3 rounds later.
Okay. All right.
I
just feel like James Cook's an X factor that could, if he can develop into a 50-50 timeshare with his talent level in that offense.
Okay. All I'm going to say is when you go from college football to NFL. 2 things that happen. It's a lot more physical and it's a lot faster. So his speed is going to be less relevant.
Yes.
And if he can't break tackles in college, he's not going to be able to.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to break a single tackle in the NFL. He's not going to score much.
All right, so I'm going to skip over a couple guys here. I have 2 more names here that I feel like are just important. Yes, okay. Rashad White, Arizona State kid. He was drafted in the 3rd round, 91st overall to the Bucs.
Good party school.
Now, yeah, great party school. A lot of herpes there too.
Yeah.
Good thing I never hooked up with a girl there. Or I'm just saying that because Erica might be watching.
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, I'll tell you off camera. Yeah, right. He's 6 foot 214, so he's got a solid body. Speaking of herpes, no, he projects as a possible every down back.
Okay.
Right? He's in the Bucs.
Okay.
And they got rid of fucking Ronald Jones. Okay. They brought back Gio, but they didn't use Gio last year.
Yeah.
So he is the handcuff and possibly the second option in the Bucs. And Leonard Fournette is known for hammy injuries, my man.
Yeah.
And I really like this guy's film. Something flash.
Through the first 4 games, that's Breece Hall in motion. And spinning out of it is White. Rashad White running now. Headed to the end zone, and that's going to be...
But he's an all-purpose back.
Okay.
He can catch, he can run. He's not going to break any crazy tackles. He's not going to break 60-yard runs. But, I just liked what I saw from him.
Real quick, of all the situations, I like that one.
Yeah, because he's more of a cuff, and I'll tell you where he's going.
Yeah.
So he is going 45th, 133. So we're talking handcuff range, right?
Yeah.
He's going around the legs of Darrell Henderson, Damian Pierce, Madison, James Robinson, Nyheim Hines, Kenneth Gainwell, J.D. McKissick. Ronald Jones going way ahead of him at 40. And I realized I did miss a guy here. I'll go to him later. But yeah, I like that for just the upside there.
Me too.
Not so much in best ball because again, this is a week-to-week thing for real leagues.
That's the guys that I would be looking for. Me personally.
Yeah.
Like that type of guy.
Yeah. X factors.
Yeah.
The guy I forgot to mention here is Isaiah Spiller. The Chargers drafted him. I didn't write him down. I must have overlooked him. I believe he went in the 3rd round as well. I can't. I believe he went ahead of Rashad White because Isaiah Spiller had a bad combine.
Yeah.
You're gonna love him. He was supposed to be the no doubt 3rd guy.
Oh.
So he was supposed to go after Kenneth Walker. It was pretty much Breece Hall, Walker, and Spiller, and then James Rashad White.
Yeah, I remember the name.
So he's a big boy. I think he's like 220 pounds.
Okay.
Loose hips, but kind of slow feet.
Went to the Chargers.
Yeah, Isaiah Spiller. I think he went to Texas A&M, I believe.
All right.
Again, I don't have any notes written down on him, and I don't want to change my page.
Yeah.
But he went to the Chargers, and they've been looking, man. They how many guys did they bring in? Who are the guys that the Chargers brought in? There's been like...
Well, they've been flirting with Jackson.
Larry
Roundtree.
Roundtree. Yeah, Larry Roundtree you liked a lot. I did too.
I do. I like
and Joshua Kelly.
I still like Roundtree.
So they've been trying to patchwork the second running back, right? The guy that's a little more of a bruiser.
Yeah.
With Austin Eckler, because they do not want to give Austin Eckler the Christian McCaffrey treatment.
Yeah.
No, and it's just not smart. And they've been... And Justin Jackson's a nice little player, but he's more of a comp to Eckler than he is one of these bigger guys.
I agree. Yeah.
So, and this guy fits the mold, right? And they got a value on him. He's 220 pounds. I feel like he's a guy that can have a role of 8 to 10 touches a week already because they're going to be a good team. They're going to be winning. They're going to be in the lead. They're going to save Eckler when they're up 21-7.
So no fear about them having 4 or 5 valuable running backs.
Well, I feel like
roster?
this says that they're giving up on Roundtree. They're giving up on.
No, Roundtree was a rookie last year.
Yeah, I know. I guess we're going to see. This isn't the one that's going to have to play out, right?
Yeah.
Right now, Isaiah Spiller's going 40th, 112th.
This might be like a last round basketball pick for me.
Well, he's going 112th, so you're not going to get him last round.
Well, if he's there.
Because he's a good player. I like it.
Okay. All right, and maybe he's better than
the last running back here. This is a really deep one. I skipped a bunch of guys that I feel like the Niners took a guy, the Raiders took a guy but this guy, Tyler Allgiere, he's 5'11", 225, 5th round, 151 overall. Falcons took him.
Okay.
And just a great landing spot, you know, and like I know they did take Drake London at wide receiver, and they have Kyle Pitts, and they signed another wide receiver, but like, I feel like they're going to have Cordell Patterson play more in the wide receiver spot this year. You know what I mean? And maybe see what they have with Tyler Allgiere.
Big body with so if Mariota starts, I think Patterson will probably be more of a block. He's just a big body. He's big. And then again, they're not going to make the right play all the time.
They're not going to give Patterson 15 touches, 15 carries a game. That is. So they need somebody else.
Not with all these rookies. They have this youth influx.
Yes, they need someone else. And this guy. Allgiere is going 50th, 150.
I like it.
I
like that.
You should watch his film tonight. He's
Allgiere.
He's Michael Turner. Kind of reminds me of Michael Turner a little bit. Remember NIU guy, Turner the Burner?
Falcons.
Falcon. Okay, there you go. Kind of a little bit of that guy, like one cut guy, kind of loose hips for his size.
Okay,
he's 225. That's a big boy
for sure. I'll check him out.
So I've been kind of looking into him a little bit. Just got to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on this guy, just because the Falcons are going to be a dumpster fire, and if you get 14 carries, the goal line work, guess what? You might be an RB3. So all right, moving on to wide receivers here. Going to go number 1 here. We talk about Drake London, Falcons again.
Yeah.
8th overall pick, Falcons. Big guy, Mike Evans, Mike Williams, that kind of mold, that comp, and it's a great situation for him. Not the quarterback, but I know you got Pitts, but he's going to be day one, all the routes, all the targets he can handle. Now whether that translates to fantasy, I don't know how many touchdowns he's catching.
Yeah,
but I do like the spot for him.
So
I'm gonna give me a second here. I'm gonna have to filter this out. But he's a good player, and what I know is that guy's a gamer, right? So I like the fact that he's a tough player, right? So His fantasy ADP.
He's a big guy, right?
Big guy, 6'5". Well, he was
yeah.
supposed to be 6'5", but
He was USC.
USC, yeah.
I remember. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now.
Hard to believe, but it's all coming back to me.
Yeah.
I totally ignored everything you just said, and now it's
So Drake London is 40th overall, 40th wide receiver, 92nd overall ADP, which is not terrible. I mean, who's around him?
Receivers, yeah.
Okay, we have Rashad Bateman, Adam Thielen, Treylon Burks, Devontae Smith, Tyler Lockett, Brandon Ayuk, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, no.
Robert Woods, Christian Kirk, Russell Gage,
He's not
Chris
getting
Olave,
it.
Chase Claypool, Kadarius Toney.
He's not getting it then.
Right, I'd rather have those guys.
Yeah.
But the upside's nice, and I took him in 9th or 10th round in a couple early best balls I did, which I'm actually kind of happy about.
Yeah.
Which is similar to where he's going now.
Sure.
So, I mean, it could have been a worse landing spot for him, I guess is what I'm saying. Could have been better too.
So real quick, my quick thoughts on it. I still think Matt Ryan is a viable quarterback. I expect him to do well with the Colts.
Yeah.
And when all the receivers either were traded away or suspended or injured, Pitts fell off pretty hard. I mean, now the team's going to be designed based on the roster they have, so it's going to be different. But I just Mariota's doesn't excite
he's going to
me.
be running the ball a little bit too.
Doesn't excite me if you're a receiver, especially because Pitts is the guy.
Yeah.
So.
All right, number 2. I'm going in order here where they were drafted, not so much their ADP and all that. Garrett Wilson, first round, 10th overall to the Jets.
Okay.
Not super excited about his landing spot as much as I've talked about the Jets, just because they have Eli Moore there. And, I like
Crowder went somewhere else, right?
Yeah, Crowder's gone, but they still have Berrios. Now, Garrett Wilson's going 42 overall, 105. I mean, it's, again, same kind of likeness as Drake London.
I like Wilson.
And I like Garrett Wilson,
Yeah.
but the problem is he's sharing with Eli Moore. This is more of a possible later than what Justin Jefferson did kind of thing, where he's going to slow burn. And then
You think he has the talent too?
Yeah, 100% I like his talent.
Yeah.
Not Justin Jefferson talent, but he went higher in the draft than Justin Jefferson went.
Well, you can. Yeah,
so we'll see. I mean, he's a polished guy that's ready to play day one. He's gonna be on the field a lot.
Cool. All right.
And that's a
intriguing
reasonable
to me.
price.
102.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now this guy is not intriguing to me. Chris Olave. He went 11th overall. The Saints traded up to get him, and then after the fact they picked up Jarvis Landry. I mean, there's a lot of mouths there. If Michael Thomas is healthy, Chris Olave, he is going 110 overall, number 46 as a wide receiver. He's going around Russell Gage, Chase Claypool, Christian Kirk, Robert Woods, Brandon Ayuk, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah,
Tyler Lockett's right there, dude. No. Like, Olave, I'm telling you, the other guys I can consider.
No,
Olave, I'm not a fan of the player. I'm not a fan of the situation. As much as I like Winston, no.
Sure.
No. Out on him. I can scratch him off, right? Can we shit on him right now?
I don't want to poo on him.
He's just a really weak player, needs to gain strength. His comp to me is Tyler Lockett, which is a nice comp, but Tyler Lockett didn't come in home run hitting right away, right?
No. And people still doubt Tyler Lockett because of his slow.
Yeah, and Alvin Kamara's there. Like, there's just where the target's going to go. And Taysom Hill, he's getting 6 targets a game, bro.
Yeah.
Goddamn, put it in stone. Even though Sean Payton's calling a game, he's going to fucking call down to the coach.
Payton retired.
No, I'm saying he's calling a game like on the booth.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, pass it, Taysom. He's like, fucking suck this guy's dick, bro. All right, number 4, Jameson Williams. This is an interesting one because he's coming off the ACL. 12th overall, he was picked to the Lions. I don't see him being relevant this year. He's going 55
He went
and
12
132.
overall.
Yeah. Well, because of the upside. He's Tyreek Hill, but bigger. He's my poor man's comp for him is Will Fuller.
When did he get?
With
Do you
hands.
know when he got hurt? When
It was the
ACL
national
happened?
championship game.
Oh,
So pretty late. But
so what are the Lions doing? Man?
he's gonna probably because they know they're not winning this year. It was a good pick. No, I like the pick, but we're talking fantasy here, so
I suppose
he might play week. They said there's a chance he plays week 1.
Yeah,
But why would they do that? Probably week 5.
Yeah,
but then baby steps.
Yeah.
He ain't coming to week 9. At that point, he might get a hamstring injury. He's done for the year.
Sure.
So and they brought in fucking DJ Chark. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They have Hawkins. They have Swift.
Yeah.
They have no quarterback.
Yeah.
They're a running team. I mean, they're going to give Jamal fucking Williams goddamn 17 carries.
Yeah, I just drafted someone that just got hurt in the championship.
Yeah, if this was Dynasty talk, I like Jameson Williams.
I just don't know what what are the
Um,
Lions doing because
They did take a home run hitter and a playmaker, which they need.
I suppose I think you probably hit it right on the head. Where you talk about they don't expect to win this year with me next year because
right.
Rodgers. I mean,
Yeah,
will he be
Rodgers
around
might be
next
disgruntled.
year?
Cousins is
If,
old.
let's say Fields bust this
Yeah,
year.
he might be
then
looking
the
for a
Bears are
quarterback.
restarting,
Yeah,
so
nuts.
now everyone's restarting next year.
No, I like the
and
pick.
you have,
I love the pick by the
Okay.
Lions because he was my second-rated
but not
receiver.
for fantasy. Yeah.
Not this year. In Dynasty, different thing.
I tend to agree with you. There.
And again, this is a guy that you want to keep an eye on because I feel like if someone drafts him, they're dropping him after week 5.
Yeah.
Even if you start him on the pup and he's on your IR, guess what? Week 5 you come back, he plays fucking 12% of the snaps, and it's like fuck. Like I'm 2-4, drop. Guess what? I'm scooping that motherfucker up.
Yeah, he starts getting 8.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I might scoop him up for week 9,
Yeah.
especially if DJ Target's injured or something. So this is more of a long-term thing. So that's why he's kind of not in this list. Same with Olave. Number 5, Jahon Dotson.
Dotson! We've got Dotson here! See, nobody cares.
Dotson!
Yeah. We got Dotson
way
here.
overdrafted. I was a big fan of his. I had him at like number 7 as my prospects in terms of wide receiver. Big fan. I have him kind of as a faster Jarvis Landry, Emmanuel Sanders comp. Got great hands. He's a smaller guy. He's like 5'10", 195.
Yeah.
But he's ready to play right away. The problem is you have Terry McLaurin there. I mean, you have Carson Wentz.
Huh?
They have a million running backs there, so I don't know what their game plan is going to be. Whether it's going to be pass heavy, they might have to pass, but I still like Washington's defense a little bit.
Yeah.
I gotta see where he's going, but I don't even know if I can see this. He's pretty low. Yeah, he's going really 66 and 167. So I kind of do like that. That's really late. And he's going to be on the field. I mean, because they have Curtis Samuel now who's back healthy.
Yeah.
But it's Curtis Samuel, and he's more of a, like a smaller version of a Deebo Samuel role. He's going to be on the field, and he can play inside, he can play outside. He's primarily a slot. I don't know. That's a nice price.
Some guy, for some reason,
He's too boring.
there's something about it that resonates with me. Like I feel like he's going to get
He's a gamer.
a good amount of the playing time. Like he might have the most.
Oh, he's definitely getting playing time.
He's going to have the most snaps out of the people you've mentioned so far.
Well, London and Wilson will get more snaps, but he's going to get more, He's in that realm, right?
I'm strictly going off instinct.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But the thing is, he's going 160
for
opposed
some
to
reason,
90. So.
maybe because he's attached to Wentz, so all of a sudden.
Right.
But,
and again, this is the order. I'm going the order that they were
Yeah,
drafted.
yeah.
So number 6 is Treylon Burks, 18th overall by the Titans. Now, this is a very, very interesting one because it's tricky because this guy, I said in the preview show in terms of the wide receivers, he's the biggest boomer bust prospect. And there was a report that came out, I know it's a report, that he was winded and out of shape the first practice.
Wheezing. Dude, you're wheezing now. You slow down. Breathe and eat separately.
Sure.
Couldn't make it through the first practice. I know it's the first practice, but he's taking A.J. Brown's role. And they have Robert Woods next to him. Robert Woods is going to be number 1, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But I like, I kind of like the situation there.
Sure.
And it's got some nice upside.
Tannehill's accurate as hell.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, he's going around the same realm of Olave a little after that.
Okay.
Like 120. But I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if Henry's back and healthy, I mean, stacking the box, Tannehill's accurate enough.
Yeah.
I see a path to success for him.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be on the field a lot.
Yeah.
And we'll see how they go. If they have it's almost better if they have a bad team for him. They're passing more. If they're back to the old Titans days of winning 10 games, and
it feels like they're always going to be flirting with 8 to 10 games, though.
By the way, you like my little Coors?
Yeah.
So they're 12 ounces. They're fatties, kind of like my penis. It's not a choke. It's thicker than. All right. All right. Number 7, Christian Watson. Number 34 overall to the Packers. He's going in the same realm of the of the Olaves. He's actually right next to Alan Lazard, 50th overall. So it's like I'd rather have Lazard all day.
Sure.
Because this guy is MVS.
Where's Sammy Watkins?
Sammy Watkins is probably not getting drafted.
Okay.
Randall Cobb, the dinosaur, is not getting drafted either. So
I'm all about Watkins.
Now Watson has immense upside. This guy's 6'5", this guy's 215.
He's a big hands, big play guy.
Fast guy. He ran a 2.34. Draft him 4.
Whoa!
Yeah, these Coors.
How did he fall so late?
4.34, which is crazy for his size.
Dude. You would think Al Davis would raise from the grave and draft that man.
No, he's like in terms of like athletic profile for his size, he's like a 99% guy.
Okay.
The problem is he's not a body. He's a body catcher, and he went to
guy.
North Dakota, dude.
I
So
I remember this guy.
We'll see. This is an X factor guy, and the problem is that Aaron Rodgers does not trust rookies. So, and he's, he might take a stand and be like, you draft this fucking clown that's not ready to play. I'm not throwing to him.
Yeah.
He's
You couldn't re-sign Devontae Adams, but you gave me this guy.
We'll see on that one, but this is a guy to keep an eye on, especially if you're playing like a shallow league, like a 10-team league with small benches. He's not going to be drafted. And if you see him on the field 80% of the snaps week 1, pop.
Anyone attached to Rodgers, I think, is worth a shot.
Yeah, has upside. And then I have number 8 here, John Mechie. Terrible pick by the Texans. I just wanted to underline that because he tore his ACL also. He also went to Alabama. So he tore his ACL before Jameson Williams tore his ACL. And the Texans have no reason. I'd like the Texans this year to be competitive, maybe win 8 games. But they're not doing anything. They're not making any noise. So why would they?
I'd never draft Joe Pesci.
We like, John Mechie, Joe Pesci. Who's the guy we like? Nico Collins.
Oh, yeah.
Love Nico Collins.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away all our guys, but Brandon Cooks is still there. He's a trade candidate. But John Mechie's not going to be relevant this year after ACL.
I'd be surprised if Cooks does not end up on the Packers.
Number 9, Tyquan Thornton, the guy that passed took 50th overall, 2 rounds too early. He's the guy that broke the record for 40 time. So Belichick turned into Al Davis, and just like, I'll take the fastest guy. Like, no, not on that offense, not at all. They still have Kendrick Bourne. They have Jacoby Myers. They have they got Devontae Parker, right?
You're the fastest guy ever.
Right.
That.
But they have Devontae Parker. They have 3 receivers. They have fucking 2 tight ends that are good.
Well, none of those guys you mentioned are like burners.
No, I agree, but like, what is that role, dude? It's a poor man's Sean Jackson.
It's the
with Mac Jones
it's
isn't
Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, but
just
Mac Jones
go
throw deep.
He's able to.
So I just kind of want to shit on Bill Belichick a little bit. We don't get a lot of opportunities to do that.
Well, see, I like that pick for Belichick.
Okay, and then number 10, George Pickens is a guy I loved. 52nd overall to the Steelers.
Sounds like a farmer.
He was a guy at Georgia. I really like him a lot. The problem is he went to the Steelers, who have Deontay Johnson, who have Chase Claypool, who have Pat Freiermuth, who have Najee Harris, and they have Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, I was good.
Or Kenny Pickett. So the good defense. He needs an injury, although I see a path for him if Deontay Johnson continues to drop balls. He's hurt.
Always hurt.
Yeah. Pickens will be the best receiver on the team. Couple guys, real quick. We're going to go into this kind of rapid fire. Number 11, Alec Pierce. Number 53 to the Colts. Now, all these guys are going to be undrafted, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're playing big best ball leagues. Alec Pierce is the white guy from Cincinnati, the jump ball guy. Big fan of him. He was my number 5 prospect. Situation's okay. Obviously, Michael Pittman's going to be the target hog there. But he's going to fill a role. Whether or not Matt Ryan throws downfield is another thing. But there's going to be a lot of good play action opportunities for Jonathan Taylor. And if anything were to happen, because their 3 is who the hell is their 3? The guy I like that's always hurt.
Campbell?
Yeah, Paris Campbell. I love Paris Campbell. It's a 4th chance for Paris Campbell, 4th year. But if anything happens to fucking Pittman, I mean, Paris could. We'll see. It's a prospect we got to wait and see.
Where was 5th, 2nd round?
2nd, 53rd overall. So they gave us draft capital.
So capital, yeah.
Now this guy actually is going to be drafted way higher than the other guys, but he was drafted 12th overall in terms of the NFL draft. Sky Moore for the Chiefs.
Just a good name.
I think Boise State, or he went to some small school.
Yeah.
54th overall. Now this guy has an opportunity to, especially if Juju gets hurt, but he's going to play right away, and they took him for a reason. Now I wanted them to take more of a Pickens or one of these other guys, a little earlier, even a Christian Watson or obviously Treylon Burks, but obviously they saw something they like in him. He ran a 4.4. He's kind of an Austin Eckler comp, like a smaller, like in terms of wide receivers, a smaller guy that's built.
Sure.
But he can run, and he's not quite polished in his route tree, but that situation speaks for itself.
I would say that's the team that it means the least amount in terms of running the right route.
Right.
Because I would wager to guess that most of the times that Kelsey or Tyreek Hill had caught a touchdown, it was not a design route. It was, all right, just go out and Mahomes made a play, rolled out right, and it's 10 seconds after the play started, and he's throwing it 50 yards on the field.
Off his back foot.
Yeah.
All right, number 13, V.S. Jones, the Bears guy, 71st overall. He's like 30 years old. No, he's 25. But I do see the opportunity because we have one receiver on our team.
Sure.
Oh, we have Byron Pringle, but he's stuck in a can.
Jones.
Yeah, V.S. Jones. I've heard some people, obviously Bears fans, that are rose-colored glasses saying he's Deebo Samuel. He wouldn't have been playing 5 years in college.
He better be.
Yeah, I just see a role for him possibly, and if anything were to happen to Darnell Mooney, I mean, fuck, that's awful.
Our best player, Darnell Mooney.
We're fucked. But I can see him getting 7 targets and some carries.
Sure.
That would more be for me, David Montgomery getting 30 touches a game and us losing 30-3.
Yeah,
and Cole
I know you're obligated to mention him, but
14, Jalen Tolbert, 88th overall to the Cowboys. Now, this one actually is
more
nice.
Excited. Yeah,
I am because Michael Gallup is going to be on the pup. He tore his ACL, bro. He is not playing the first 4 weeks of the season, and Amari Cooper's gone, and they got rid of their second tight end. So right now they have one tight end. They like the tight end, but there's literally one guy, man. That's why I love CeeDee Lamb this year. Yeah. But Tolbert has a chance to come in, running, dude.
Sure.
And
I like that.
I haven't seen too much of his tape, but I've heard some good things. And this is a wait and see guy. But the nice thing is you get the opportunity right away.
Well, the Cowboys are throwing it.
You know it, yeah, you know it. And we'll see. But like that, undrafted guy in terms of fantasy and decent draft stock and 88th overall pick.
Sure.
All right, number 15, this is a guy I need you to watch, David Bell. Went to Purdue. Browns took him 99th overall. His replacement.
Okay.
This guy was one of the best producers in college football for a couple years. A little older, maybe 23. He had a bad combine. So I know that's what I'm saying. I know he's your guy. He ran like a 4.49 or 4.51.
I know. I'm not.
Well, no, but he should have gone way higher. And the Browns said they were taking him no matter what, which is weird because they took 2 other guys in the 3rd round before him. But this guy's a gamer. He's kind of like a Dotson type. Okay. He's a fucking gamer, and he's taking that Jarvis Landry role. Now, the question is Deshaun Watson playing, like, the whole year? If Deshaun Watson playing 17 games, I like David Bell over almost all these guys, at least in the second page I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because this guy he's not flashy, almost like a Darnell Mooney, but better. He's not super fast, he's not super strong, but he's going to give you 100% effort, and if you watch his film, you're going to be like, damn.
Okay.
And shout out to my one of my bosses, Woj, told me about this guy, and I watched him, and
add him in the text.
Yeah, I will. And then, all right, 2 tight ends to talk about real quick because this is a bad tight end draft, and tight ends take years to develop. Years, right? If they ever do. Like, I'm still waiting for David Njoku to develop, right? Like, we're still waiting on, who's the guy that Lions
He, broke his neck. So.
Eric Ebron. We're still waiting for Eric Ebron to develop.
Dude, Ebron
he had a couple nice years. I
know.
But it took him forever, right? He was a first-round pick.
Well, tight ends in general, because you have to learn how to play offensive lineman and receiver.
Yes.
It's not easy.
And the linebackers nowadays are so fast.
It's not
like it used to be, bro. You got a guy who runs a 4-4 guarding you.
Outside of quarterback, it might be the most difficult position, to be honest. To be successful in.
2 guys to keep an eye on. Don't draft. If you're in best ball drafts, you're looking
draft?
Don't draft these guys, but keep an eye on them. If it's a best ball draft, 28-round best ball draft, you get them around 23, they're going to be on the field a little bit, blocking mostly. But, they can catch 4 touchdowns.
I understand that.
But if there's an injury, and this first guy, Trey McBride, Cardinals took him 55th overall, which is pretty high. And they already have fucking Zach Ertz.
And Max Williams, who did well before his ACL.
Yeah, he's more of a blocking guy.
He started performing
he did. He was the only guy there, though.
And I'll just say, the tight end, to your point, the tight end position, you're saying if there's an injury, the tight end position, the Cardinals
I don't feel like Max Williams jumps into the receiving role. I feel like it'd be Trey McBride.
Well, Williams did well.
I'm going to comp him to Freiermuth a little bit.
Okay.
Do it all. He can block, he can catch. Freiermuth had a nice year, dude. Yeah. He's a pro.
I think.
So the thing is, if Freiermuth could do that last year with Big Ben throwing and those other receivers, Trey McBride can do it. And the Cardinals, they're going to throw it a lot. And this obviously needs Zach Ertz being hurt.
Sure.
Which is the caveat. But in these best balls, 23rd round, you can do worse.
Yeah.
And a guy that is going to be on the field at least 50% of the time and has the upside to be a top
I think it's a good offense to be attached to.
And then this other guy here, Greg Dulcich, I think we went to UCLA, number 80th overall to the Broncos.
Okay.
They have Albert O. I don't want to say his name.
Yeah. The trade fan.
Fan's gone. So Albert O, I'm not actually a big fan of. I know he's put up some decent numbers. He's got a cool name. But Dulcich is a poor man's Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
He's what's the word? A seam. I was going to say steam. Seam stretcher. This guy, you get him down the seam with Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
His highlights, man, he's a yak guy. He ran like a 4.46. Fast. He's not a blocking guy at all.
Yeah.
But got to keep an eye on because if Alberto gets hurt, I mean.
Well, I like both these because they're both attached to good offenses.
That's why I have them on here, my man. My research. All right, buddy. Any last thoughts? Or I know you're going to say fuck rookies or.
Damn it, dude. You stole my thunder.
That's your last thoughts? Say
I love
Just
rookies.
say it. No. All right, man. Rob Squared.
And it's been a complete joy.